Excuse me. Let me get some fresh coffee.
Oh, fine.
I'm sorry, Peter. The mothers are being very cooperative. They've offered to come back tomorrow to continue our discussion.
Looks like we have club again. Only difference, the age limit now raised.
How are you? Oh, yeah, you're so grown up. Exactly. I know.
No, Mr. Gregg. Ladies, this is Mr. Gregg.
How do you do?
How do you do?
We thought that by inviting some of the other mothers, we could get a greater cross-section of opinion on the subject.
Mr. Gregg, I think you're to be congratulated for a marvelous civic contribution.
Mr. Gregg, this is Mrs. Rundell.
Well, how do you do, Mrs. Rundell?
How do you do?
Which of Kelly's friends is your daughter?
Oh, we don't have any children yet, but eventually I'll have to face those problems.
No rush.
Maybe I will tomorrow.
Business so good, I put on extra help.
Fine. How about a bongo quartet?
Oh, Mr. Gregg, I've been giving some thought to the theory you expounded yesterday, and I agree. There might be too much tension in the modern home which reflects on the children.
Absolutely true.
Yes, I agree.
Excuse me, please. Hello?
Is my wife there?
I'm sure she is. Which one is she?
Mrs. Burton, would you remind her that it's feeding time at the zoo and that her husband and family are waiting? That is if she can tear herself away from that soiree.
You certainly made enough of a row tonight when I got home. May I take you in and introduce you to the children? Goodness, you'd think I'd been gone a week. Maybe you just don't realize, Charles, that my day starts at 7 o'clock in the morning with you shouting, "Where's my shirt?" And then I have to get breakfast, and I have to take the children to school, and I have to do the shopping and clean the house, and then it's pick-up time again. And when I do see you at night, what do I ever get from you? Do you ever fluff my pillows? The idea of calling Mr. Gregg and embarrassing me like that. And telling me that your mother raised 7 children and nobody ever heard her complain. Well, I'm not complaining. It's just that I think you ought to realize that my life is one endless routine.
Hi, honey. Club closed for alterations again?
Hi, Uncle Bentley. I don't care if I never see those girls again.
Hey. Wait a minute. What's happened now?
I know you had the mothers over so the girls could come back. And you succeeded. The mothers liked you.
This is a success. What's happened to the mothers?
The fathers.
The fathers? I feel like I'm on a 3-stage rocket. What have the fathers got against me?
Never mind. Any girls whose fathers say what they said about you, I don't want to have as friends.
哦，字母一啦，對對胡滿胡，班又3個花，哦咯數唔掂。Expect big turnout. Why waiting? We play mahjong. What else I do with my 2 cousins?
Well, Peter, can I talk to you a minute, please?
You boys get busy.
Yes, go inside and serve each other the hors d'oeuvres. Peter, have you been squeezing avocados lately at the supermarket?
Oh, every day.
Well, then tell me, for Pete's sakes, what's going on with the fathers?
Father's meeting tonight. Half want to ride you out of town on rail. Other half not so lenient.
I get it. I disturb their well-ordered existence. conform or be killed. Peter, you know all I wanted to do was just keep Kelly from being a victim of a misunderstanding.
You make good progress. And now housewife's victim of misunderstanding.
Mr. Gregg, this is Mr. Peterson and Mr. Burton.
Oh. Gentlemen, I'm glad you came. Won't you sit down?
I just came to get a good look at a pillow fluffer.
You're my guest, Mr. Burton. But I may toss you through that window.
Now, Charlie, I think I'm on your side, but I think we should talk this over.
Thank you, Vicky. We won't need that. However, perhaps our friends would like something to drink.
Scotch, please. He takes bourbon.
Won't you sit down? Now, may I start this by saying that all this began because my niece, whom I love, became a pariah whose girlfriends were not permitted to visit her.
That's ancient history. We're here about our wives.
You have very charming wives who took a few minutes off from their hectic schedules to sit and have a cup of coffee and talk.
A few minutes? Nobody on my block had dinner on time the whole week.
Honestly. Do you begrudge your wives a little relaxation? You know their schedules begin at 7 a.m. with someone shouting, "Honey, where's my shirt?"
You know that our schedules begin with someone shouting, "Honey, get it yourself." I'm listening to too many soap operas, the suffering, neglected housewife.
Now, how about the suffering American male? You read statistics. Who dies first?
This guy's a bachelor. He doesn't understand real war.
Now, wait a minute. Just where do you fellas get your ideas about bachelors, huh? I'm as hard-working as you are. What do you think? You think we have beautiful girls that barge in here in the middle of the day?
Excuse me, Mr. Gregg. Miss Landers.
I just wish to see him a minute, Vicky. Darling.
Gentlemen, this is Miss Landers, a client of mine.
Gentlemen, I do not like to interrupt an important conference, but this is a matter of life and death. Darling, how do you like my dress?
Very, very nice. In the matter of that contractual dispute, Miss Landers, I think I'll have it settled in just a couple of days.
But Bentley, that was settled 2 weeks ago.
Oh, what?
Oh, sweet Bentley. Always worrying about his business. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt. Goodbye.
Charlie, where did we ever get our ideas about bachelors?
Fellas.
Yeah, we know. A client.
Chairman of the Board of American Tell and Tell, no doubt.
Maybe a child psychologist?
All right. Never mind the gags. Now, listen. You two guys stormed in here like a couple of vigilantes only because your wives came over to my house, had a cup of coffee, and relaxed.
We could use a little relaxation ourselves. Why aren't you on our side?
I'm not on anybody's side, except my niece's. It's just that everybody brings home pressure. You work all day, decisions, problems. You bring those pressures home with you.
Precious. But that doesn't alter the fact
Charlie, how about going to the ball game this afternoon?
Ball game? My desk is piled that high with work.
Mine too. Who cares? You heard what the man said about relaxing? Come on, Charlie, let's live a little.
No, I really shouldn't. Who's pitching?
Let's go, Charlie. We'll see you later, Greg.
Do you think you accomplished anything, Mr. Gregg?
I don't know, Vicky. Let you know after the ball game.
Well, look who's here. Our host, Bentley Gregg. Come on in, Greg. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, with nobody can deny. Like old times again.
As an old customer, do you think I can get a table?
I'm sorry we all jumped to a hasty conclusion. You know, I am so relaxed now that I think I'll never call "Where's my shirt" again. Great place you got here.
Now, if you sign up for the family plan, you can save $50 a year.
I told you that was Charlie's car, and there's Sam. I see mine hidden under a martini. Hello, Auntie.
Huh?
Dinner has been ready for 10 minutes.
Honey, why do we have to eat the same time every night? Life becomes a rush. We owe it to the children to relax. We don't want them to grow up with the same tensions that we have, do we? Hey, come on, honey. Let's dance, huh? What do you say?
Hi, Uncle Bentley.
Don't give me that look of childish innocence. I think I know who's responsible for that senior prom out there.
I knew Mr. Markham and Mr. Burton were at your office this afternoon. I thought by inviting some of the fathers over, they could see for themselves how wonderful you are and how nice a home I live in.
Parents certainly are lucky to have children they can come home to with their problems.
Now to order yours.
Girls, remember, I want you to go home on time. And those of you who are staying, I want you to be in bed by 9:30.
You're very firm.
Now, Peter, I think the other parents learned that perhaps rigidity is not the answer to discipline. And I learned that maybe I was a little too lax.
And I learned how to run a country club.
See that the girls follow my instructions, huh?
Okay, as soon as you leave, I call my two cousins.
To play mahjong?
No, you make the rules here now. Take 3 strong men to enforce them.
Coming up, Eddie Albert and Eva Gabor in Green Acres.
And tonight at 11 Eastern, Laura wants to talk about sensitivity and relationships. But there's a mystery to be solved on the late night Remington Steele, only here on CBN.